Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV here in Frederick, Colorado. My name's Taylor, and today we're going to be going over our 2024 Newmar Bay Star. So this is a 3014 floor plan. We did option into a drop-down bunk on this floor plan, so you can comfortably sleep up to 4 adults and 2 kiddos. But if you guys aren't familiar with the Bay Star, this was intended for customers that are first-time RVers, wanted to take weekend getaways, or about to be 1 to 2 weeks out on the road a year. So if this is something that interests you, they have up to 8 floor plans. So let's go ahead and get right into it. We'll go ahead and start with our outside, and then we'll work our way in. As you can see, we have our Carefree awning out on display for you guys. This is a gas coach, so it's on a Ford V8 chassis. And then you have your blinker right here for that side view. This is just a little clip so you can keep that main door open. You have 3 steps here to kind of gracefully get into the coach, so you don't have to take a really high step in. And you have a nice little grab bar here, as well as when you open the door, you have another place to reach in once you get in there as well. Alrighty, over here into our first bay. We got a little bit of storage, but it's mainly going to be our Xan tracks and some wiring, but you can put a few things in there. Another thing Newmar is really well known for is their masterpiece full body paint finish. So this one is actually called the Lenlin Graphics. And I was just slide over here, we have some more storage space. Some more storage here, as well as a few GFIs, plugins. This is the bay door for our generator. So this is the Cummins Own-On 5500. It's going to be a gasoline generator. And that's helping us out right now running that AC. And a cool thing about this bay is you got some pass-through storage here. So for some longer, lengthier items, you do have some storage outside of the coach in your bays instead of having to put it inside while you're going down the road. Just makes it a little bit more comfortable while you're going down the road. As we get over here into the rear, I did want to mention again, I know I mentioned that it is a 3014 floor plan. So this is an awesome floor plan because it's just over 30 feet in length. So 30 feet, 11 inches to be exact. So that gives you the convenience of getting into national parks. And we have our backup camera at the very top. A huge window in the rear, which will be in that master bedroom. It's another showstopper for the Bay Star. A lot of customers just liking having that natural light coming in the bedroom, and as well as kind of being able to see behind you a little bit instead of it being a blank wall and having to rely on your mirrors or also your camera. Down below here we just have our hitch for our 5,000 pound towing capacity. So you will be able to charge a vehicle as long as it is flat tow compatible. If not, you'll have to do a trailer. And then you have your 7-way pin connector here for that braking system. And then this is just your exhaust for that generator. Does come standard with a 250 pound ladder so you can access the roof. Up on top of that roof, you do have 2 AC units, which are 13.5 BTU ratings, I believe. And as we work our way to the driver's side of the coach, this is where our 30 amp shore power cord is going to be, as well as that surge guard protector. And then you do have a little bit more storage in here as well to kind of stow away any necessary items. Right over here is a place, just a dedicated spot for our, I call it a slinky, but you know, any of your dump nasty things, kind of just toss them all in there without having to worry about getting everything else dirty. Here is our gas fuel. So again, it is a gas coach on a Ford V8 chassis. Some more storage here. And now that we're on the cooler side of things, so it's not in direct sunlight, you do have the Michelin tires. So these are the 255/80R 22.5 XRV tire to be specific. So the best of the best. Newmar will always give you that. Now we're working our way into the wet bay here. As you can see, we have the tank up above, and it does have a nice heating pad, which makes it great for winter. And then you do have your filter here to go ahead and flush out all that fresh water. The fresh is actually going to be 75 gallons, so pretty tremendous for a 30-foot coach. And then for your black, you have 40, and gray, you have 60. I also love that they added on this little exterior shower. So I mean, for weekend getaways, I would definitely be using this coach to go to the beach. This is a great way to kind of rinse off your feet and keep all the sand you can out of that coach. Everything else is pretty straightforward here as far as your fill, your water pump, and all that good stuff. Right over here is just going to be your dump. You can see you can connect it right here, and your sewage valve and your wastewater valves are right there. So you go ahead and just pull that, and you can slinky it through here just in case you are at a campground that has full hookups. Right over here, just another little compartment for some storage. We got our interstate batteries here. So you have a total of 4 of the deep cycle interstate, batteries, there we go. And our big propane tank here. Here's our other blind spot camera as well. And just a nice little front view here. So this is on the Ford F53 chassis. It packs a 7.3 liter V8 engine with 350 horsepower and 468 pound-foot of torque. And it all new for 2024, it has the driver's assistant package. So that's gonna have the lane departure warning system, collision mitigation, and the distance indication. And now for the exciting part, let's go ahead and take a look on the inside. Alrighty, after use, I close the door. As you take your first steps in here, I did black out the whole cockpit just so we can really take a look at all the lighting inside. One of my favorite lighting features is how it lights up in here. Just nice little accent light, so when it is dark at night and you kind of just want to watch a movie or you want to relax and just read a book, turning on these lights really just warms it up in all the right ways. And now I'm going to go ahead and show you how much distance there is in between the slide, because I know that's a big thing for everybody. So as far as it being pet friendly, I call it, you definitely have enough room for your fur babies to kind of walk around. They can turn around under the table, or they can also turn around in the kitchen area. But you can access your bathroom. It has a pocket door, so you don't have to worry about it swinging open. Just open and shut. It does lock either way, and then you can access the refrigerator as well to kind of grab some snacks or drinks while you're going down the road. Alrighty, now I'll head back over here and I'll go ahead and open up those slides for you. There's a total of 2 slides. This one over here is going to be our full wall slide. This is the Burma decor. And then you have the Amaret maple glazed wood. And your vinyl plank tile, which was an upgrade. Perfect. Alrighty, there's our first slide. As you can see, it definitely opens up everything in here. You have a nice walkway. And then now we get into the master bedroom, again with the pocket door to kind of close everything off. But I'm going to go ahead and open this slide, which our sliding controller is going to be back here. And that is just the ladder to kind of access that drop-down bunk. And that big cushion is just a cushion for that table that drops down for another sleeping area for the kiddos, just because it isn't as long, but still a great option for a sleeping area. Perfect. And again, that big window can be shaded. I'll show you with the blackout curtain as soon as we get this nice and opened up. Alrighty. Now that we're completely open, you can see you have a nice little area inside of here for your master bedroom, plenty of space to walk around the bed to gracefully get in, and then you do have some storage space up above with some outlets. All of the shades throughout this coach, besides the one for the windshield, you're going to have the manual blackout curtains or your just other shade here. Let me get it. Blackout and just a nice little other curtain so you can still get some light in. And both of these windows do open up with a screen on either side, so if you are boondocking, you don't want to worry about running that generator, or if you're just in a campground where you can't run your generator and there is no hookups, you can definitely open up these windows to kind of get some nice ventilation inside. Same thing here, your day shade, and then you do have a night shade to black it out. I personally love the bedroom to be completely pitch black when I'm sleeping. If I see the sunlight, I can't go back to sleep. So I love all the blackout shades here. And for our hanging closet space, pretty significant, and a place down below where you can hide all of your shoes. As far as the drawers, you have a total of 5. Just open those up briefly, really quick, so you can see. I like how it comes all the way out, so it doesn't open up this far and you're trying to stuff everything in there. So it opens up so you can gracefully put in all your folded clothes or take them out. It's not blocked by a little hanging closet. And they are all soft close. This one just has a little black screen because this is where you will put your receivers for the TV, just so your remote can see through that. And then the last drawer right here. As far as the carpet on the full wall slide, it's kind of like a creamish gray. So it is like a multi-tone, so it's kind of easy to keep clean. Emergency exit, so you can go ahead and pop that out. And you have your Samsung TV. And all of the light switches here for the accent dresser, and then also the kitchen are going to be right over there as well. One thing I forgot to point out while I was over there, which would be a little harder to see, but you can see you have 2 USB as well as another outlet right there, and you do have some storage directly below that. As we make our way out of the bedroom, you have this 10-inch touchscreen here, which will overview everything that's going on for our home page, showing all of our tank levels as well as our propane, house and chassis battery charging right here. Turn on that water pump and also the tank heat, so those heating pads for winter times, and just an overview of all of our lights. We can go into depth for our charging. As you can see, it is highlighted because our generator is running. Our HVAC for heating and cooling, you have the total of 2, and all of the lights, which you can separate them all into sections as well. Sliding down further, here is that bathroom I kind of mentioned earlier. But as you can see, taking a look inside, you have your domestic toilet, residential shower, medicine cabinet with a mirror that does open, plenty of counter space to put a little plant, to put some towels, to get ready, and a nice little stainless steel overmount sink. Go ahead and open up that storage just briefly so you can kind of see inside. Normally this one is kind of like a falsy. It looks like it's, you know, cupboard space, but this one actually is. Not too much wiring, so just one cubby is kind of occupied. Other than that, you still have plenty amount of storage. This one drops down, but you have that little chain just so you aren't always hitting your toilet and kind of getting annoyed by that. So that is awesome that Newmar did that. Decent sized drawer, probably about 5-6 inches deep. And storage directly underneath the sink with your TP holder inside, nice and hidden, so in the middle of the night you don't really have to worry about kneeing it. Alrighty, that shower, you have the glass doors, but you do have a nice little locking thing here, so when you're going down the road, make that a part of your check where you just want to make sure that this is nice and locked. You don't want to get somewhere and realize that you have a cracked or shattered shower door, because that would be no bueno. Other than that, that's going to wrap it up for our mid-bath. And we're gonna just keep working our way down here to our dining area. So you have your TV kind of at a little cockeyed stance, so you can either watch TV while you're sitting here in the booth or even in your couch. But this is the table that I was telling you about, where that cushion that's on the bed. So you just go ahead and disengage this latch right here. I'm not gonna go through it, but you push this down with some significant effort and it will go all the way down to these little latches right here. Throw that cushion in and you got a bed. So it's not very hard, it's quick and simple, but it's definitely something that you will have to break down and put together every night, but at least they made it quick and easy. One thing I do like to point out with all Newmars is that they add extra storage inside of the booth too. So it just kind of gives you a place to hide some cushions or maybe even some kitchen appliances. The storage up above here, again, the blacked out glass, just so you can put your receivers in here for your TV. And then some more storage directly above. So we'll go ahead and just keep all those open. And I did kind of skip by this little section too for some more storage. So this drawer is pretty long. Goes the whole width of the booth. So that's pretty nice that they didn't leave anything hollow where this TV is kind of resting on. They added as much storage space as they possibly could. But another cool thing about the TV, if you don't like it in this angle, it is on a little hinge here, so you can just unlock it and you can swivel it out to kind of put it in any location that makes it a little bit easier for you to watch more comfortably while you're inside. Alrighty, now we're gonna work our way over here so I don't forget to do that. This is kind of our control center here. So we have our power control system. I know over there we kind of went over it, but you do have a place to revert to just in case it is giving you fits. So you have your Xan tracks and your awning controllers. You have to turn it on, which is awesome. It kind of gives it a nice little lock feature when it is off. This is that full wall slide. Your steps, so when you're in camp mode and you don't want to have them retract every time you close the door, you can just do a little override here. Awning lights, your truma, you want to make sure you turn that on, otherwise you will not get any hot water. And here is our little bed. So I will turn this, it is already on, but you have to actually turn the key to turn it on. And you'll just push down this lever. Make sure you keep it pushed. Don't, my finger kind of slipped there, sorry. There we go. And that's as far as it goes down. I know you might be thinking you're a little worried here, but that is the maximum length as far as it going down. If you don't like it rest on top of there, you can do this one and kind of just pull it back a little bit. But your ladder clips onto here and you have a 500-pound capacity up here. So I mean, if you absolutely needed to, 2 adults could sleep up here pretty, you know, snugly. There is no border in the back, so you'd have to get a little creative if you did want your toddlers or anything to sit on there. But I mean, that's nothing that a little bumper can fix that you buy on Amazon. Put that underneath the butt sheet and it kind of stays there. You could do that on either side instead of having to worry about an actual netting going up or something that's a little bit not as pleasing to the eye. So you can definitely do that. But that's where I was saying, I was counting 1 adult up here, 1 adult on the couch, and then the 2 adults in the back, and then the 2 kiddos on this little dining booth right here. So that's where I was getting my total of 4 adults and 2 kiddos, so you can comfortably sleep 6. But I mean, if you needed to, 2 adults could sleep up here because of the capacity, as well as 2, well, this is kind of the full 3. You could sleep 2 adults this way. It just does kind of close off the walking area. But I mean, if you needed to, it won't be as comfortable, but you totally can. I'm gonna go ahead and put this bed back up. I think the drop down bunk is great just because you can kind of stow it away. So if you aren't going to use it, it's not always going to be in the way where you have to duck under to kind of get in your driver's seat or your passenger seat. You can just completely put it all the way up to the ceiling and it'll get it all nice and locked in, as well as the storage that you have above there. So you're not missing out on any storage if you do opt in to getting the bunk overhead. You still have that storage option. Now we'll kind of slide back over here. I know I mentioned a little bit, but I'm going to open up the storage above. And as I said, this kind of folds out 3 ways and uses the cushions as the bed part, so you don't have to worry about blowing up a mattress or anything. And it's another comfortable spot to have some guests sleep. All of these windows open up. This one slides all the way open. These ones, it's just the twist, so it kind of just props open, but you still get significant airflow inside as well. Now we're gonna go over here to our kitchen and kind of finish everything up here. I'll start at the top, just open up the cabinets. Our Whirlpool microwave, new for 2024, it does have an air frying button here, so you can kind of mess with that if you'd like to kind of see how well the air fryer works. But I think that's awesome just because a lot of people, they take their air fryers on the go, so that gives you a huge storage space that's relieved now that your microwave is a 3-in-1 convection microwave and just regular microwave. Pretty significant in size. Complete full counter space now because the sink is nice and covered up into 2, so you have that perfect wash and rinse rectangular sink. It is on a little extender here, so you can clean the sink out nicely. Kitchen window, and this just folds open, so you don't have to worry about stowing it away or putting it away. You got your 3-burner propane stove. And directly below that, you have about 6 drawers. Kind of open them all the way so you can really see how deep they are, so about the full length of the counter space. This is for the front, so if you wanted to hold the tablet in your passenger side, you have a little hook inside of the chair there, so you can just put that in and put your tablet there. Get creative with it. Maybe you can even throw a book in there, I'm not sure. And 2 more drawers. This one is just a little smaller. But again, all soft close. And then you have this little one for the sink, if I can get it open. I know, there we go, folds down. And then more storage directly underneath the sink with your little trash can. Perfect. All right, that's good. And last but not least, we have our refrigerator and a little pantry that we could show you, but this is the Norcold fridge and freezer, where you could set all of your temperatures up here. You can do night mode, which is awesome because this is a compressor driven fridge, which is better. Save energy at night with that night mode. And then your full pantry. Alrighty, let's go ahead and end off our video up here in the cockpit area. Go ahead and turn the chassis on really quick. All right, so everything lights up here in our LED dash. But we'll go ahead and start over here in the corner where we have our leveling jacks. So you can go ahead and power it on and then level out your coach. Nice little cup holder here. We have our battery boost, Gen Start, which is highlighted because it is still on. Our fans for high, medium, low, dome light. More lighting down here, as well as USB and other chargings. Wireless charger for your phone, hazard lights, heated mirrors, and our mirror controllers. Standard Ford steering wheel with some configurations here where you can go through your screen, set cruise control, and then our 10-inch display here, touchscreen to go through all the radios and so forth. But you do have a backup here too for the radio, just in case. That's easier while you're going down the road to push a button instead of kind of aiming for the touchscreen, which sometimes I do that as well. And then over here, can't see, oh, this is the camera select button. Your shade, so that's the only power shade inside of the whole coach, is going to be for that windshield. And then you have your auxiliary heater on and off. And then your controller is here for AC and heating and defrost. This is a little table. Right now it just has the cup holders, but it does fold out and it can be a little table in both of these chairs that swivel. For the passenger side over here, I'm just gonna jump across so I can show you what I was trying to explain, but words aren't always the easiest. You just go ahead and prop that little holder in there, and it'll keep it nice and displayed for you so you don't have to hold your tablet while you're going down the road. But again, this is going to wrap it up for our 2024 Bay Star. Again, this is the 3014 floor plan with the option in of the drop-down bunk, so it does not come standard. But if you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, or would like to ask me any other questions regarding this coach, I'd be happy to kind of walk you guys through it or answer any questions that you may have. You can go ahead and give me a call at the information below, which is 970-388-7937. Thanks again for tuning in, guys, and have a great day.